already. I recorded this before, but I didn't like how it came out. So the clicks are this is crap. This is the Bugha Mouse from Five Below. A lot of reviews were not very positive on it. But and the ones that were like obviously didn't know a single thing about mice, and it's like, oh, this is amazing, and then no actual detail about anything. And Boardsy's review, to be fair, he actually did go into most detail, but he just, I don't think he reviewed it because he just thought it was kind of trash. But I'm gonna actually break both those trends. So clicks are they did deteriorate. And I do think that like if you use these clicks after like a month, it'd probably feel like crap. But out of the box, they're not too bad. They were actually usable for Minecraft, which is a good litmus test. Good amount of pre-travel, quite a bit of post-travel. We could test that. You can tell it looks a lot more scary on camera than it does when you're actually using the mouse. I don't know. In the camera, it looks like it's like going down like a million miles. So it's not necessarily what's happening. And the side buttons are some of the worst I've used on basically any mouse. The front one is not bad, honestly. Not really easy to spam. For some reason. The back one is easier to spam, but it has a ton of pre-travel. Like, you have to like press it in quite a bit, and then these could like theoretically like pop into shell. These are not very good. These are the worst side buttons I've used. I don't know if they're worse. They're up there. Scroll wheel, kind of like the glorious wheels. No real tactility, but sort of divots on the scroll wheel, so that's how you determine what's going on. You may not like that. Personally, I'm fine with it. Then the DPI button. They're fine. No problem with those. Mouse feet. There is this or mouse weight, I guess, or shape. I'll just talk about shape. So, shape is I believe it's based off the G903. So this is sort of just a review of the G903 shape, I guess, but it's really flat. But it's really big for a budget mouse. Like most budget mice are tiny. And claw grip. So for fingertip grip, it doesn't, or not fingertip. For palm grip, it doesn't really work out too well for me. For fingertip, it's okay for me, but not really. I'm not a big fan of fingertip, and for claw, it works well. You know, to run all three grip styles. It's really flat though, but it's really big. So keep that in mind if you're like a small-handed Bugha fan child. I don't watch Bugha. All I know is that he's like a Fortnite player. I'm dead serious. I know nothing about him, even though I bought the mouse. Sensor, shockingly, is not bad. I thought it would be a lot worse. It will spin out, like if you go like super fast, but playing like, I mean, on Minecraft, but I like to do like a lot of 360s. The way I play, if a mouse doesn't spin out, it's probably going to work for 95% of people. Just the way I look at it. Mouse weight, though, it is a big mouse, but it has like this metal thing. So, you know, Final Mouse, you guys suck. You weren't the first metal mouse. Bugha did it first. They did it better. You guys suck. Yeah, you got nothing on Bugha. That was a joke. And then you have this bass plate. And one issue apparently, and I do think this could happen where if the feet were down enough, you'd just be like scratching metal against your mouse pad. The feet, though, on at least mine, are not amazing, but I've had worse on other mice, so I don't know what people are trying to get at there. The weight of this mouse, though, because it literally got like a metal shell, it's 97 grams, which is pretty heavy, but it's a pretty big mouse. It's not terrible. And then the cable on it is just it's braided cable. It's really pretty stiff though. Bit better than like better than a lot of the rubber cables I've used. Comparison, I'd say this is a bit better than the G203. That's where I'd put it. So in conclusion, draw that. This is actually a budget mouse I can actually kind of suggest if you just want something for casual gaming. I mean, if you play serious gaming, you're not going to be buying this, okay? There are some issues with it, and I don't know what the durability is like, so I don't know if this mouse will like after like 2 months it'll be like broken. But I think we have found a mouse that hasn't sucked at budget as a budget mouse, so I can actually confidently recommend this mouse to a friend. So yeah, and now move on to sensor testing. Welcome to the quick sort of sensor testing. So you can easily get this spin out, okay, but in like sort of more normal use. So if I just try to crank some 180s, even 360s, as long as you don't go super fast, they're actually doable on this mouse. So if you aim like super fast and play to super low sense, probably not gonna be great, but you can aim on this mouse for sure. There is one issue though. Sometimes it seems like the sensor can be a bit jittery. I'm not really sure why. Overall, at least sensor isn't the greatest, but at least this is more than usable. I think most players are just gonna be like, "Wow, this mouse is great," so I'll call that a win.